Well, happy 4th of July weekend, everybody. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time with your families here. Speaking of which, we're at our family campsite and our kids are out running around like little Energizer bunnies. So I apologize in advance if anybody storms the castle here and comes on in and says hello, but that's family and their kids. As we go ahead and take a look here into this weekend video, I'm going to try to make this one quick for two different reasons. Number one, everything I said in last week's video applies to this week. We'll talk about that briefly. And number two, we have the Wealth 365 Summit now in a week, and I have multiple speaking engagements there, both during the day, also in the evening. So I'll be able to keep you up to date live with the market all throughout that week. And of course, on that first day of the summit on Monday, we've got Wall Street legends like Ralph Acapora and so many others that are going to be kicking off on Monday morning. And so you've got lots of great opportunity to have direct access to us here in just over a week. So with that being said, just recapping a little bit about where we're at from last week's video. Again, I would really encourage you to watch last week's video again. You recall that on the weekly chart, we talked about this level being the resistance level. It did end up going ahead and being resistance effectively to the tick in the real world during the week. And we also talked on the daily charts for the SPY as well, the ETF for the S&P 500. We had the downtrend here in the key resistance, and also it was at that time an overbought stochastic in the downtrend, which is usually an area we're looking for the reversal, right? So we did have a positive divergence, so we were looking for a move up. We talked about that a few weeks ago, and sure enough, that did bring us right back up into the resistance, but now we've hit the resistance and pulled back. So, armed with all that information, basically what I'm looking at here is, can we break back above those key resistance levels I told you in last week's video? So again, I'd encourage you to watch last week's video. Also the resistance on the weekly chart there. Or are we going to start breaking down below some key support levels? And there's a couple. On the daily chart, it's around the 364 area on the SPY. And on the weekly chart for the SPY, it's right up here in roughly the 372 area. I'm going to be watching those areas very carefully for potential downside. Now, from there, I showed you in the last videos how to look up sector scanner. In fact, sector scanner, you remember consumer defensives was one of the top two, right along medical, and medical like Humana and different ones, HUM, did very well this past week. Now, consumer defensives, you'll take a look at things like Monster, hold it in there strong. And what's nice is, too, with some of the other tools and wealth charts, like Monster came up on June 14th for a $500 million corporate buyback on there. And Monster, of course, also was on Sector Scanner, the consumer defensives. And in Wealth Scanner, it's the top selection right now. I don't want to go into all those too much and make this all about wealth charts, but a little sidebar, though, on wealth charts, we have a huge amount of new features being released. Super excited at the July Summit here. So in one more week, in fact, those of you that were on the platform this morning got to see an update kind of take place live there, where we went ahead and we're pushing a whole bunch of new things that are going to be coming out the week of the summit. So pretty exciting, to say the least. All that being said, where we're at with this market right now, we basically are caught between the falling resistance and a market that's trying to hold on for dear life on longer term support, but not doing the world's greatest job so far. So we're going to be watching those key support levels and resistance levels. In the meantime, there's two ways to play this, and you'll recall I've shared with you with a couple of times now. There's inverse ETFs, right? So we can go into Wealth Scanner and look for long side ETFs. Those are usually going to be ultra shorts right now in a lot of different areas like silver and different things like that. There'll be different ETFs that you can look at if you can look at long side trades only, or if you want to look for shorts. Semiconductors, of course, have been just dying a horrible death and showing up on the negative side in like Wealth Scanner and different tools there. So or what you could do is if you want to sleep really well at night, but you want to be involved with these exciting markets on an intraday basis here, the futures are going ahead and doing a lot of firing off. Like you see, Champion Trend was firing off here Friday afternoon, then it fired off Wealth Signal, and then of course breakout forecast. So that's a lot of great signals in a very short amount of time. So no surprise, this market took off like a rocket going into the afternoon there. So there's a lot of great ways so you can get into positions, spend a very short amount of time in there, and then close out your positions, and then sleep well at night, not having to worry about what the volatility is going to be over the holiday weekend or anything of the sort. Okay. I have a ton more to share with you and break down a lot of things I covered here about sector scanners, wealth scanners, fund hunters, all sorts of different great things, and a whole bunch of new tools that we'll be talking about at the upcoming Wealth 365 Summit. And more importantly, we're also going to be looking at a bunch of different and powerful strategies in the exact environment we're in right now. And like I said, Ralph Ackempor and so many other wonderful people are going to be doing that starting right away on Monday, July 11th here. So basically 1 week from this coming Monday here. So the timing is great. And so you need to go and get registered right now. Go to joinwealth365.com. Joinwealth365.com. Get yourself signed up. And again, I will be there at your disposal all throughout the week. I'll be doing classes, teaching some of these individual strategies like IRBs, reverse IRBs, stochastics, all the different things that kind of we talk about on a regular basis, adding new and additional strategies to layer on all those things and show you how to navigate these exciting markets in the here and now. Okay, so and then of course I'll be with you each evening answering any of your trading questions and strategy questions and things like that. So go to joinwealth365.com. I'll see you there. Have a wonderful rest of your 4th of July weekend. Happy Independence Day to all of you. And I'll look forward to seeing you very shortly where we can converse live back and forth. You can chat me questions and everything else. So I'm super excited about that at the Wealth 365 Summit. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your weekend. I'm going to spend time with my family. You spend time with yours. And then let's get together and go ahead and learn a lot of great things at the summit. And then have a great back half of the year. All right, take care, everyone. Bye bye.